Sayonara, welcome to my channel and welcome to Agatha All Along, episode 6, review, breakdown, commentary, theories, and whatever else word there is to add because my videos are super long because y'all know I love to talk. And I have to talk about everything. This is a late video, okay, because I was kind of sick, so I couldn't record, which pissed me off because the episode was so good. Also, if you hear some noise in the background, it's the neighbor. He wants to get slapped because I don't know why he just remembered to do stuff. But I don't think I tested a little bit. I don't think you can hear it because it is kind of far away. But I can hear it. So if you think I'm a little annoyed, then I probably am. But it's because of the noise. Because I'm gonna hear it better than the microphone can catch it. Why is the volume all the way up? Oh Jesus Lord. Ooh, the intro is gonna be loud. Sorry. I just noticed. See, I don't do a review for like 2 days and then I forgot how to do it. But yeah, I mean, let's start. Let's start because it was a good episode, but it was more of the flashback of Billy, right? And I feel like I can finally use Billy because when I do the thumbnails, I always try to put everybody, like the cast. So I always try to find a picture with all of them, like the episode where they revealed Billy. Everyone was doing like, oh my god, Billy, and it was the photo with the crown and everything. But I was like, no, I want to show the whole cast. So I put the picture where they were like doing the Ouija board, where you can see everybody. And now on this episode, because it is just Billy, now I can use just Billy. But if there were more people, I mean, there is Agatha, but it was just at the end. But yeah, now I can use Billy. I mean, I'm not using blue though. I should be wearing blue to match because now I'm going to be with different colors. But I'm wearing green for Tommy. Oh my god, I just noticed. Because Tommy's, I mean, I guess it is kind of green, right? Yeah. Like Quicksilver was more blue. But in WandaVision, I think Tommy was green. So that makes sense. So Marvel, if you're watching, hi. I would love to be Tommy. I mean, I would love to be Wiccan, but he's already taken. But I feel like I kind of look like Joe. So I feel like I could be Tommy. I would love to be a speedster. Like, The Flash is one of my favorite superheroes. So that could work too, Marvel. Hello. Hey. But yeah, let's start. Yeah, we get everything, the flashback. We start with William. I saw a lot of people complaining on Twitter. Then, oh my God, are they going to show the William Kaplan story? Like, why do you care? I don't care. I mean, I couldn't care less. I mean, it was a cute scene. He had like really cute parents. Like that was everything. That whole thing at the beginning was everything. They were so cute, so supportive, period. And then the accident, I mean, come on. I'll get there because there were some things before, but yeah. So we got Lilia. So he went to do the tarot reading and we got Lilia. And it's like, bitch, what the actual fuck did you do? What the actual fuck did you do? So, I mean, I've seen people on Twitter and I agree that they said, obviously because Lilia put the sigil on Billy, Wanda couldn't sense Billy. So everything she did in Multiverse of Madness was because she thought they were dead. She couldn't feel them. Right? Because Lilia put the sigil. But at the same time, I feel like that was more of an excuse. Not an excuse, but I feel like the writers for Agatha, they kind of wrote around Multiverse of Madness. Because the writers for Agatha are the same writers for WandaVision. And the writers for Multiverse of Madness did not watch Multiverse of Madness. Did not watch WandaVision, I mean. So what they did with Multiverse of Madness, they didn't even watch WandaVision. Or like knew about it. And that was so crazy. That's so stupid. But I still love Multiverse of Madness. Like I loved Wanda as a villain. Like the dialogue is good. It's not even about the writing itself because the dialogue was good. Like those are the most iconic Wanda lines. Like what? I don't brother hurting anyone, Steven. She's not a child. She's a supernatural being. Such raw power could wreak havoc on this and other worlds. Her sacrifice would be for the greater good. Like, iconic. Iconic. And Lizzie played that role of the villain perfectly. Perfection. So it's not like the writing itself, like the dialogue, but it's more of the writing, like the whole arc of the movie. That's which in a way, WandaVision was more about Wanda and Vision. So Multiverse of Madness was kind of the same arc, but it was more about the kids and not Vision. But then again, it is the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's Vision or the kids. The arc is literally the same. Like she wants to try to get them back, she does bad things, and then at the end she redeems herself. And it's like, bitch, why are we doing the same thing over and over again? You know what I mean? But I guess the stakes were just raised because WandaVision, she didn't really hurt anybody, but then in Multiverse of Madness she killed a lot of people. So go figure. So I feel like them saying that Lilia put the sigil, I feel like the writers for Agatha, they like wrote around, so they kind of gave Wanda a reason for what she did in Multiverse of Madness, right? Because she couldn't feel Billy. She probably can't feel Tommy because I don't think Tommy has a body. Because Billy did say he can sense Tommy, but he doesn't know where he is. So I feel like Tommy's spirit is out there, or his soul, but he doesn't have a body, because if he did have a body, I feel like Billy would have known where he is. You know what I mean? So if he doesn't know the location per se, then I don't think Tommy has a body. So it makes sense that Wanda couldn't feel either of them. And also she had the dark hold, which also wasn't good. She had the dark hold. She literally had the darkness, the dark hold. It was taking a hold on her. So she, even if they had the sigil, I don't think she would feel them, but probably she would. So I feel like them saying that Lilia put the sigil and doing that was like their way of like kind of giving a reason for what Wanda did, and kind of like rewriting the mistake that the Multiverse of Madness writers did by not watching or like getting informed about WandaVision. So they are, they were the writers for WandaVision and now for Agatha, and these are two amazing shows, the best Marvel shows. So of course they would find a really smart way to rewrite or like give a reason or like get around a mistake that somebody else made. They are so amazing with the writing. Oh. But yeah, then she put the sigil. And so what the sigil is, a lot of people don't know, is that he can't say his name to a witch or anybody that's a witch, okay? I still don't know the reason why she did it. In a reaction, I saw that somebody said that maybe it was to like prevent witches from taking advantage of him. But I don't know. Because she saw that the lifeline was like split in the middle. But she didn't say that William was going to die and then Billy was going to take over. She saw that the lifeline was split in the middle. But like split, what does that mean? You know what I mean? She didn't say it was going to end. She said split. So William kind of is still there a little bit? No, I don't know. I feel like because Billy, when he got into the body, he doesn't have any memories from WandaVision. Like, he remembers Tommy because he said Tommy, and now he knows about Wanda having twins, so he wants to find Tommy. But I don't think he has memories from WandaVision, and then he obviously doesn't have the memories of William, so he literally has no memories. Otherwise, he would have known of Tommy earlier. Ralph was the one that told him about the kids. So he doesn't have any memory. So it makes sense that he would go to the road to look for Tommy, I guess, because he doesn't know where he is. And so then, it's his brother, twin brother. So maybe then they can both go and try to find Wanda. Something like that. But yeah, and then the accident, what really pissed me off was like, it was literally his side that hit the tree. So like his mother was like driving and they went off road. But then the way she kind of drifted the car, it's like she purposely drifted the car to the position where William was. And then here's the tree. And then she literally drifted the car. And then literally his side hit the tree. And it's like, bitch, you could have literally drifted to the other side. You could have went straight forward into the tree, like, just straight. But no, she had to turn exactly where William was, exactly on his side, so he could die instantly. And it's like, bitch, are you a mother or what the fuck is this? it kind of feel like it was on purpose. Obviously, it's not. I mean, whatever. But it definitely felt like, okay, like he was dead. If Billy wasn't there, didn't went into his body, then he was dead. And it's like, girl, you didn't think of that when you were driving the car? Like, let me not go into the tree? Like, what the fuck? Or my kid is in the back, so let me go straight forward, and then I hit the tree and my kid doesn't? Like, hello? Like, what type of mother is that? But obviously, I mean, in the accident, it was really fast, so she didn't think of that, which... But still, you're a parent, so your first instinct should be to protect the kid. But obviously, if again, so another mistake, because she wasn't looking at the road, she was looking at the hex. So, bitch, you aren't even looking at the road, you stupid bitch. You have a kid in the car, your husband, and you're not even looking at the road, stupid. William's mother pissed me the fuck off, but whatever. At least we got Billy out of that. So thanks, girl, I guess. But yeah. So then, yeah, I put Wanda and Vision on the radio after putting the accident. But yeah, we got a little bit of Wanda. My husband and his indestructible head. That was so cute, and it was so cool to see Wanda and see the hex again. Oh my god. Amazing. So then Billy comes into his body, and then he says, Tommy, because it was like the last thing they said to each other, like, good night, Billy, good night, Tommy. So that was cute to hear that they said that to each other when Wanda and Vision were downstairs, saying their goodbye. And so then Alice was there too. So, it all felt like it was supposed to be, you know what I mean? Alice was there, Lily was there, and then they are the coven. You know what I mean? Because in episode 2, Agatha did say, like, oh, in a 2-mile radius or whatever it was, the radius that she said, like, there's always witch folk, and you can kind of assemble a coven. And it kind of felt like it was like, oh, we're just assembling this coven because it's the witches that are, like, close to Westview. But no, it was all meant to be. I mean, you could kind of tell because it was Lilia that said the names. So, yeah, you could kind of tell it was meant to be. And then, yeah, he was reading minds, getting all confused because I guess, I mean, he doesn't have the memories or whatever. So he kind of doesn't know that he has powers. But, especially after the accident, he comes into the body and then his powers, because he can't control it. He's a kid. So when he's reading the thoughts, it was like kind of automatic. So and then he was even more confused, But yeah, that whole part was like crazy. Wait, what did I write? Oh, I said the parents are annoying. They are, you know what I mean? Because they felt like lovey-dovey in the beginning, but then after the accident, they were just annoying. It felt like they were completely different people. After the accident. Like, I get that they were worried about William, which is not William anymore, but they don't know about that. And also, supposedly he had amnesia, but, it's because of Billy. But they were acting different. Even with that, they were acting different. And I'm like, hello? Where was the attitude that y'all had in the beginning of the episode? Like, all lovey-dovey. Like, just tell him that you're there for him. Just say that you love him. I mean, I guess he was reading the thoughts, but still. Like, why were they acting so, like, weird? I thought it was weird, but whatever. And then we had this cute little interaction with the boyfriend. And then he told him the truth. And so that's a good example where you can tell how the sigil works. Because he told his boyfriend who he was. So that's another thing. If he didn't have the memories from Westview, then how did he know that his name was Billy Maximoff? You know what I mean? So he kind of knew who he was, but he just didn't have the memories. But he kind of knew. So I feel like that's it. But yeah, he told his boyfriend the truth. And his boyfriend was like, okay, sure. You know what? I love you. Sure. Like, whatever. It's just, technically it's just a name. So I kind of like that, because he thought he was dating William Kaplan, but he's dating Billy Maximoff. And it's like, he didn't lie about anything else. Like, the person that his boyfriend loves it's still the same person, just a different name. And I also like that he just stayed by his side. He wasn't like, oh my God, you're a different person. Oh my God, you took over a dead person's body or whatever. No, he was just like, oh, okay, it's you that I love. I'm glad that you're here. Period. The gays love it. That sounded so weird. But the gays love it. Period. Like, if it was a straight couple, they would have been like, with all the drama, like, oh my God, you went into the dead person's body. Oh my God, you're not the person I thought you were. I'm like, going. But no, the gays are like, oh yeah, I love you. We're gonna stay with each other. Period. I'll support you, even if you're a different person. That was a kid. Oh, that's weird because he was kind of a kid, so technically he's not of age, but also he's in the body of someone who is of age. So that's kind of weird too. But I mean, I guess, Billy, you better get it. And then, yeah, we went, oh, wait, I have something. I put, oh, right. Because his boyfriend said that he said that it was a Avengers training gone wrong. And that was him referring to the hex. So nobody else, I thought everyone knew about Wanda, but no. Only in Westview do they know that it was Wanda that did all that. Nobody else knows it was Wanda. Wow. Huh. And then in Westview, nobody wants to talk about it. Which I do think is weird. Like, they could talk about it, but I don't know. So they kind of covered up the story anyway. Huh. I mean, good, because then nobody else knows. And then Multiverse of Madness, it's not like the general public would know either, because it was like all in Camertage and then another universe, so they don't know that Wanda was the villain. So, period. Wanda was just doing all of this, and nobody knows. Period. She still has a reputation intact. Period. And then, yeah, he was searching. Obviously, we saw all of the thing in his room. Like, he was searching for Agatha. And then, girl, Agatha was Jolene. And then Agatha was in the Titanic. Like, what the fuck? Like, that whole segment was crazy, but it was so funny. Oh my God, they love her. I love the show so much. Oh my God. And then, getting back to the Witch's Road, and she was the only survivor, and then the Lorna's Ballad was playing. And it's like, hello? That was so crazy, all of that. And also, in a way, he was kind of protecting Alice by playing the song. So, And then they went to meet Ralph, and then he told them about, Wanda, Agatha, the kids, all that happened in Westview, whatever. And then he told them about Tommy. And then, yeah, now he kind of wants to find Tommy. And that's what he's in the road for. Oh, also the video. He saw the video of Jen. And he said her skin was like criminally good or whatever. So there's also that connection. But yeah, technically the only person he met was Lilia, but because of the sigils, she wouldn't remember. But now, in the next episode, she will probably remember because now the sigil is broken. So I want to see what she has to say about that, the bitch. Okay, girl. Because... like I said in the beginning, it was kind of to rewrite the mistake of Multiverse of Madness and kind of giving it a reason to why Wanda did all that and she couldn't feel her kids in this universe. But also, going in the order of the universe, like, Lilia put the sigil and that's why Wanda did all that. So you could see it that way, or Wanda can see it that way. Like, you put a sigil on my kid and I did all of that to try and find them because of what you did. Stupid hoe. But technically in real life, Multiverse of Madness happened first. And then Agatha is only happening now. So they had to kind of give a reason to that. So yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. Because then we got all of episode 1 basically redone, but out of the spell. So not from Agatha's eyes, but from Teen's or like the real world and like what actually happened. And it was like pretty funny. But then what I also saw, it was like Rio wasn't actually there. And so in a way I thought, okay, they're not going to show Aubrey, so they don't have to pay her for one more episode or whatever, because they didn't show when Agatha was talking to Rio in the living room. They didn't show Rio's face. So I'm like, okay, maybe they just don't want to pay Aubrey for, appearing 2 seconds on that episode and they don't have to credit her. But no, because when the spell is broken and he said, oh, these are just pictures of flowers, that's when Rio disappeared in the spell. And when Rio first appeared, she pretended to be a cop. So she pretended she was in the spell. You know what I mean? Because when Teen appeared, he was saying something, but Agatha didn't hear what he was saying. She would hear something else that would fit the spell, right? Because in episode 1, when they first start talking, he said some snarky comment, right? But in reality, he was like, oh my God, you're a detective? I totally see that for you. But she didn't hear that. She heard something that would fit the scene or what was happening in the spell. But when Rio came in, she was pretending to be a cop. She was pretending to be a part of the spell. Because if she was actually there, she wouldn't be able to talk to Agatha, to actually talk to Agatha. So she had to go in to be with Agatha. She had to go into the spell and like pretend she was a part of the spell so she could actually have a conversation with Agatha and like kind of have those clues like, oh, you lived here forever, did you? But she wasn't actually saying anything. It was more like indirect, like kind of clues. So the living room scene where Agatha is talking to Rio is real. I do think Rio was there, but Rio was there inside of the spell. She's also a witch, so she found a way to go inside the spell. So if you see it from the outside, you see Agatha talking to herself, but inside the spell is where Rio is. And then at the end of the episode, Rio comes in. And that's one way you can tell that Rio was actually there in the spell, because she appeared like at the end of episode 2 when they had that little fight. So it was kind of a continuation. So Rio first went into the spell so she could talk to Agatha, because if she went in real life, Agatha wouldn't understand. Agatha would just see Rio as a character in the spell, like she did with Teen. She wouldn't actually see her as a person. So Rio had to go into the spell and pretend she was part of the spell so that she could talk to Agatha. And then at the end, she comes in and they have the fight and everything develops. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what happened. And then we have the whole, talk to Agatha at the end. She said, oh my God, Billy, it's nice to see you again. She kind of teared up a little. It's the kids. She misses her son too. She knows that Wanda misses her kids. So it was just a reunion. But then, she's still Agatha, so she had to continue the facade. Because she still wants her magic. She still wants the prize. That's at the end of the road. So I guess we will see if the prize is her magic. Because she already has magic, because Alice blasted her with magic. She already has Alice's magic. And she didn't use magic for anything. So, and I don't think the magic can fade away. Like, she does a spell and then she uses all of Alice's magic. I don't think it just goes away, because that was Alice's magic. If Alice did a spell, her magic wouldn't just disappear because she did a spell. Or like, there's a word for it, but I'm missing the word. It's not limited. You know what I mean? She wouldn't just do like a big spell and be without magic. No, Alice had her magic. And so Agatha has Alice's magic. So she has the magic of a witch. So Agatha can use her magic like normally. I mean, it depends on the spell and what power she needs, but she already has magic. So I feel like the prize at the end of the road, and it's going to be something similar to Billy, because we thought, oh my God, he wants Wanda, he wants power, wants whatever. He wants Tommy. Agatha wants Nicholas. And mark my words, and I guess we will see But Agatha wants Nicholas. That's why she has to continue the facade and be like, we have to finish the road. And he said, oh, I don't need you. But she's like, oh, you might not need me. But maybe you do. And even if you don't, we're here together, so let's finish. Because she wants the prize. She needs to continue because she wants her kid. Mark my words. Mark my motherfucking words, okay? And that's the end of the episode. That's it. That's it for the episode. I guess we will see what the next one's gonna be. They made it seem like Teen killed Lilia and Jen, but obviously they're in the trailer for the next one. I think it's gonna be the one where he's like dressed as Maleficent. He's really living the dream, getting to make out with Kid Connor, and having that bombastic and incredible show. It's called Heartstopper. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Success. And now playing Wanda's kid, Wicked. That's a dream. I would love to be Wicked. I would love to be Wanda's kid. I would love to be Wanda in another universe. And now getting dressed as Maleficent, which is my favorite Disney like villain. Always was, since like the Maleficent, the Angelina Jolie movie. Like when they redid the story, that was so amazing. She's my favorite. I literally have the Funko Pop of Maleficent, like on my shelf, like, and now he is literally doing all my favorite things. Crazy. Never been more jealous of somebody, but also happy for him. Like, oh my god, I wish if I had to trade. If I was Billy and I had to go into a body, I would go into the body of Joe Locke. Girl, oh girl, I will be the son of the Scarlet Witch. I will be dating Kid Connor and be successful in Disney Plus and Netflix. Girl. But yeah. Also, to finish, I gotta say that Billy went into the body because he's a witch. That's what Agatha said. He broke the rules, whatever. He used his power to survive. It wasn't intentionally because obviously Billy was a kid. He didn't know about magic. So it was more like magic on autopilot, like Wanda. Because Billy's magic is similar to Wanda. He's not just a normal witch like the other witches. Him and Wanda share the chaos magic, I think. So he's as powerful as Wanda is. But his magic is blue and Wanda's red. But their powers are the same. So he also has that kind of thing of the magic on autopilot that's going to save him if he's in danger. So the magic automatically put him in the body of the person that died close to the hex. So Tommy, makes sense that Tommy doesn't have a body because Tommy is not a witch. Tommy just has super speed. So I guess we will see. I mean, he could be a witch and have the super speed. But I think he's just going to have the super speed. I guess we will see if he's going to be a witch or not. But I don't think Tommy has a body because of that. Because he's not a witch. So he doesn't have that magic to kind of protect him or take him to a body or, do the spell. He doesn't have that. So even though his soul may be out there, it's just floating like in limbo or whatever. I don't think he has a body. But I guess we will see. If they're going to show in Agatha, if they're going to do another show explaining where Tommy is, the Vision Quest show, whatever it's called, guess we'll see. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below about everything. And I guess I'll see you on the next video. Bye.